Taoist Magic Talk Show brought to you by Taoist Master จี师傅 and 天日 Dragon Taoism ผู้亮天尊 Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. This is your Ji Sifu again, and today is another Taoist Magic podcast. Let me start my timer. Okay, I'm always famous for going overtime. So trying to limit myself to 19 minutes. Anyway, so today's topic is why Taoists cultivate to be more and more pure. So we do things like purification, right? In Chinese, the word is 清净. Now, a lot of Chinese, or the majority, 99.9% of the Chinese will get this wrong. Because when you talk about 清净 in Chinese, the norm will get it as, you're very by yourself. You're not into the society. You're isolating yourself from the society. Being quiet, being still, not chatty, not the social type and so on, right? Or maybe you're clean and that kind of thing. But it's not. Okay? 清净, it has two steps. 清and 净. 清 is to clear. Okay? So let's say you have a whole closet of clothing. Now I tell you to take them out of the closet. So you clear all the clothing and take it out of the closet. It's cleared out, right? There's a lot of people in the house. Clear them out. So the people came out. Clear to where? Oh, to the park, near the house. Okay, all the people went to the park. So for a Taoist, what are we clearing? From where and to where? This is the first thing you got to understand. You are clearing the energy or the essence from the Tao of the lineage or sect that you belong to yourself. This is what the clearing is about. Every lineage or sect of Taoism is a unique and enclosed system of itself. Okay, it's like different companies. They have their own bank account. They have their own office. They are not related to each other, even though this company and that company might be doing the same kind of business, right? Like Apple, Microsoft, they both do similar things, but they don't share anything. Okay, you got to understand that. So every sect in Taoism is like that too. Okay, we cannot say, oh, they are all called Taoism, so they might be like the same family. You're wrong. Just like, you see, all the electronics and tech company, they're not one company. They're not related. They don't share resources, right? So this is how it goes. So in Taoism, you go into a sect or lineage, for example, you go into mine, then you will be learning and clearing the essence out of the source of that sect. Okay? So what happened when you do that? Well, you put more and more of that power into yourself, right? Of course, it's like you got more and more becoming more and more alike with the power of that sect. Purification. Okay? Purification. What is pure? Pure orange juice. It only has orange. What is pure water? Water is only water. No other things. Just H2O. Anything like chemicals, minerals, whatever things, right, is taken out of it. That's pure water. Water. No milk. No ink. No anything. No flavor. Just water. Pure water. Right? if you are, let's say, a Taoist of ABC sect, okay, the sect name is ABC. So the more pure you are, it's like you only have the ABC sect energy in you and nothing else. There are people who cultivate multiple sects or even multiple religion, which is a disaster. Then it's like you have some energy of ABC sect and some energy of XYZ sect and some energy of GFH sect and so on. So what are you? You're nothing. You are like a mix of this and that, but at the end, all that mixing just weakens every one of them. It's like these Taoist energy is kind of like the plasma ball, okay? The plasma ball. When you put one finger on the plasma ball, the power will focus into one thick beam and it looks much brighter, more powerful, and so on. If you put like a lot of fingers, okay, like 10 fingers on it, then it will connect to all 10. Or if you don't do anything, it will connect to everywhere, trying to seek for connections, right? So that's the thing with your energy as well. If you try to put like yourself, okay, connect to different paths, then it will be distributed and you're going nowhere because every path is getting worked on. Every path is taking some bandwidth, okay, like internet, taking the bandwidth out of your heart. And at the end, as a result, everything is slower. Just like downloading. If you download one file only, it's fast. When you download like 100 files at once, of course, it's slower and you're getting nowhere. You're not going to end up being at the destination for all of the paths that you cultivate. You'll be only at nowhere because you're not focused. So that's the truth. So in a lot of these modern dramas, like TV shows, right? If you watch the Chinese ones, there are some good ones that are done with subtitles. Recently, I am pushing some of my disciples to watch one of them. It's called Ju Xin, okay? CHUSEN, I think, if I don't spell wrong. If you find that on YouTube, they have season 1 and season 2 with subtitle, English subtitle. So you can watch that, right? It's really, really cool. If you haven't watched drama before, it's really nice. This one is a good drama if you know what you're looking for. There's a lot of virtues, teachings, and especially it talks about this guy who ordained into a quote Taoist lineage to learn their magic and such. And you see how the Sifu accept the disciple and what they do to the new disciples and how they make the disciple like know how to respect and tune in his mindset and so on. There's a lot of good stuff there. But one thing I want to point out today is that if you watch the drama, you realize that they have put some color coded in their energy. So different sects have different color of their magic powers. For example, the main sect has a bluish power. And then there's another sect has a golden yellow, and another sect has some red power, and then so on, right? So when you watch the drama, you can kind of tell, you know, who is from what sect, and they're like battling, and you can tell like which one is which, right? So this is a good metaphor. It's really, really nice because now you can see it like, you know, like in a more visual kind of form, right? So if you practice for example, if you're under my lineage, you practice Samlo Taoism, right? Let's say our power is golden yellow, okay? That's our color. If you're not pure, then you're kind of yellow, but you have some like black around and you have some purple around, and you know, it's kind of, you're not really there, right? It's so weird, right? And then, you know, the energy inside you will crash as well. They conflict with each other. This character in the drama shows you that metaphor, because before he ordained into the first sect, like his official sect that he goes into, right? There's another guy from another sect, and this guy passed on all his powers into his body and say, oh, I will just gift you all these powers, so it will save your life if you're in danger and so on. That's kind of like a good thing, right? So this guy passed on the power to him, and the power is golden yellow, like from his sect is golden yellow, right? And then when this guy went to the official sect and learned, that sect used a bluish power, and then end up, in like I think the third or the fourth sect, it's already showing that he have a big problem. Because of the yellow power inside him, he have a big hurdle to overcome. His progress in the blue sect, it's very slow. Like he tried to do magic from that sect and it doesn't work. And it's like, he don't know why, but it took him so long. It's not that he's stupid, but it just took him so long to get the magic to work, because everything is not responding to him. Like the magic power is not responding to him. And that actually is real. If you are learning under one sect of Taoism and you have other things at the back, your magic is not going to be working very good because you have other things in you. And that's a big blockage. So later on in the drama, this guy, his yellow and blue energy is like left and right fighting and conflicting with each other's. So it's a big problem, and it created his like biggest hurdle in learning. That's actually pretty realistic, I would say. Like in real life, it's actually like that. So whenever we do our purification spells or magic, it's kind of like, okay, our lineage uses this golden yellow power. Okay, let's see. Okay, so you're like putting more golden yellow power on you to push away the other stuff that is not wanted in there. So if you have other things that is like not supposed to be there, those are what we call impurities. And these things will be removed from you as the yellow power comes in. Well, how would you get these impurities? Very simple. Let's say you interact with someone, you go around, go outside, and then you see things and you go to somewhere. It's all over the place, right? When you're a newbie, you will be affected easily. For example, okay, you walk by, let's say, more obvious example, you walk by a church, right? They have their Catholic power. Let's say their power is like purple, okay? So it's not the same as ours. They are purple. We are golden yellow, right? Okay, but they were praying and doing their mass and all that. So the purple energy is like flying out everywhere. You walk by the church, then you pick up some of that energy already. It's like, it's like some people are barbecuing and there's like smell, right? So you walk by there, you pick up some of the smell, and the smell will stick onto your coat and so on. That's basically how that energy works. So imagine that. You go to work and you have co-workers, right? There's like Muslim, there's like Buddhists, there's like Catholics and whatever, right? So many other different religion. And then all their energy is like flying out in the air. You interact with them, you pick up some of that stuff. And that is going to make your power impure, right? So as you cultivate, you do the purification magic. It's like I bring in more of my own yellow power, my own yellowish magic power, then I wash off the other stuff that I don't want. Okay, and what that does is it makes your power become powerful again, become pure again. The more pure you are, the stronger your magic becomes. So that's basically the key point, right? You don't want all that impurities. And also, cultivating this purification stuff is not just about chanting the spell. It's also about what you are doing and your mindset. Do you actually want those impurities to be gone or not? For example, let's say this guy, he learned some stuff from Wudang sect. Okay, he's like doing the Wudang Tai Chi and the martial art. And then he come into my lineage, and I'm like, okay, well, you got to learn stuff here. Okay, fine. So Wudang, let's say their magic power is maybe white color. Okay, white color. So he is doing the Wudang stuff at home. So while he do that, he is like bringing in more white energy into himself. And then at the same time, he want to practice our stuff. So you're bringing in the golden yellow energy into yourself. So you mix, and then what happened? The two energy, they will try to push each other away and end up, you know what? You get nowhere. The Wudang side, the energy doesn't really grow because of our stuff. And our stuff is like repelling because the Wudang stuff is going in. And, you know, the two energies try to fight each other. You know, it's not working. Because why? Because you only have one body, right? Both energy want to run through the body system. And, well, which one can walk when both want to walk on the same path, right? You see, like cars, right? Two cars want to walk on the same lane. It's not possible. You got to go the same way, right? You cannot, like, one want to go this way, the other one go the opposite way, you crash. So, yeah, and it's not about, like, which sect is good or bad. Because in the drama, you see that too. That main character, right? He have the blue and the yellow energy sect. Those two sects, both sects are supposed to be like the good ones, not the evil one. It's not like evil and good fighting. It's just that the two different sects have, like, they have different properties, and that's why they fight each other. It's not about who is the good or bad or evil. It's not that kind of problem. It's just that you cultivate different sect power. They have their own property, and you cannot mix. Once you mix, it's going to stop everything. And that's a big problem. And you see my little alarm is ringing on. Cool, huh? Look at my alarm. Anyway, so I got my alarm right here. It's telling me that we only have 2 minutes left. So quickly, I want to tell everyone, you know, if you are cultivating like a sect of Taoism, right? And, well, you want to go somewhere else, like, for example, you want to go to my place and study under my lineage, I would say you got to make up your mind, right? Like, the first stage is like, yeah, you can be multiple sect and path, it's fine. But to be realistically saying that in the long run, you will have to make up your mind. You cannot be in multiple sects practicing multiple things, or else you get very impure, and it ends up like every sect is not working out in your body. It's just like that. And not to even mention mixing religion is even worse. So yeah, purity, right? It's not that simple, right? And okay, so we have a bunch of purification spells on the website. If you went through the free initiation route and learn, you should know that we have those spells on the website for you. And I have taught like simple lessons for you guys so you can learn those magic. And whenever you do those things, you are removing all the unwanted energies on you. That includes not only that, like energy from other religion or whatever, right? It's also like the dirty stuff. Like if you picked up evil energy, bad energy, negative energy, funeral energy, anything that's not supposed to be there, or anything that will stop or interfere with your magic power, the spell will help you to cleanse those things out as it clears the Tao's energy into you. So yeah, it's not like I just remove, but it's like you put more of the Tao's energy in you, it pushes the other stuff out. So that's what's happening. Anyway, time's up. And if you guys want to start learning, feel free to check out my website, thiedragon.com, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.